All right, I can't remember exactly where we ended, but um, yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna go back into King of Persia and then concerning the King of Moab. Okay. Um, Close fitting cap that was under his undergarment, outer garment. His ring. Again, this is not your mom's Bible study. We in the Kibra Nagas. And I'm just trying to figure out. Mm, I just want to check one word real quick just to get something. Small circlet, circle band. One of metal for wearing on the finger or as a part of a male coat. Anything circular or something curved. Huh. I'm thinking about the hook or a hook or like a loop or something even to turn or bend. So kind of like turning something in, kind of like alchemy almost. The Alchemy and Mystics book. I don't know. It's like like yeah, somebody's hook. But also the hook is making me think about a hook shape or a curve shaped spine energy that is somewhat rare. The body is design, the wisdom of time. And it's funny how when the heart was returned to Tafiti, it's kind of like this ring and staff and stuff like that. Um, that, Maui was so upset about his hook, his broken, cracked up, damaged hook that he felt he couldn't do without. But on actuality, the hook knew that he could. It's just unfortunate that, yeah, but really not. Because it's like the connection can never be broken, whatever. Even though I'm outside of the loop, right? It can never be like really broken. So, um, and again, I guess maybe because I can see it in that dual nature. I mean, I guess maybe it won't be that bad as to be sitting next to someone knowing that their heartstrings are being pulled in another direction forever. But I feel like it's just, I mean, it's bad because I feel like that's what people want me to sit with. And again, I just know how to, I guess, maneuver in situations like that, even though it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, horizon. So, like a new level or a new horizon. Maybe like turn a 6 to a 9 now. I mean, this could be for me or anybody. I mean, however you feeling that you may be watching. Last night that I died for it. And I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to those lyrics, it's like, what we really talking about? Mm-hmm. Because I'm always considerate of other people's feelings or other people's situations. So, it's always a weighing the option of what is it, is it to or fro? Is it, what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Because I know that there's a possibility that they could be talking about somebody that's, or something that's not me, because of the way that I see. So, what I'm saying? That's why it's like, that's why everything is like kind of like fly by night, and I don't let like emotions get too far into it because it's not about me. It's bigger than me. So, what I'm saying? It's just through me. You know what I'm saying? My version of the story is just through me. Just like, again, anybody else's. So this is why, again, I don't care if it looked like I'm not doing what society or people want me to do. I will always be nurturing myself first. And even if it seems like it's going slow, I will be focusing on success. And now I've just learned to not let distractions and to sense when people are sending work my way and be able to work around it. So again, it make really no judgment in a sense, I judge situations, but not really people. So again, reach for the stars. I feel like this is what my guides were telling me last night. Before I die, I'm going to touch the sky. Engage higher reason, and then be of service. And I feel like that's what can be, that could be my problem sometimes, because I want to be of service to people. And, a lot of times when it's like that, I'm saying, people will, take advantage of that. Even like this kind of look like a situation here of taking advantage of a situation. But it's like, he knew they was coming and he had something set up. And when they got there, it's like, And so they just didn't have no choice but to put it down and go the other way. So it's kind of like, I'm saying, it's a crafty way of being. I mean, I guess, right? And then speak up. I speak up because, again, it's about injustice that are being done. It's about bringing balance. It's about, even if my story doesn't resonate or nothing actually changes for me, what I'm saying, I'll be all right at the end of the day. Like, I am a decent person, a good person. And what I'm saying? I'm always going to just be rightful, true, and fair, So it's just like, to me, I just want people to be happy. Again, here we go. Tune out distractions. That's the thing I had to learn. That's my hardest lesson. If I have to say, out of all lessons, even just being in that cat energy, I think that's why Sekhmet was like the master of so many different things, because it's that creativity, it's that self-made kind of energy of, like, what I'm saying, a jack of all trades energy. What I'm saying? Also having to be a defender of nations, a riler of beast if they need it. It's like, it's just this type of all-encompassing kind of energy. A new horizon, possibly, right? All right. A place for a prize fight and wrestling bouts of trees. So again, this could be talking about with his hat before his eyes. Goes round the circle, striking at random with his whip. This is making me think about Saturn. I don't know. This is making me think about Saturn, or just like, again, that ring. I mean, are we talking about like a ring of some type of light, some type of light bearing energy? Of trees. So again, family trees, and here they're gonna be like, oh, this person is a prince or whatever of Persia. So, what I'm saying? It makes me think that someone might even have a literal. No, I do think there is a literal ring that is involved, that was shown to me by what I feel divine masculine. at the time I couldn't tell if it was like, you know, trying to make fun or if it was, you know, something like that. But I think that there is that physical aspect, but I'm thinking more along the light. You know what? Wait a minute. I don't know why I'm hearing like ninth house or ninth something. Because again, I don't know, like it's like almost like not knowing astrology, but it's in there somewhere, and I'm like I don't know whatever, but my possibly again I don't know, you know, I don't know, I don't know how to, um, you know, like I don't study that kind of stuff, but I feel like, you know, it's already in you. Like again, using that inner alchemy, um, just, you know, almost like not knowing what you're doing or how you get there, you just keep doing it. mm. You can't rest at night because what? Like I don't know, I don't know, people might look at me like I'm weird like that or like something, but again, I'm just a word girl. Like that's just me. Like I mean, the past 12 years, dude, that's what I've been doing, breaking down things, you know, bringing things to front and center for people to decide or depict what they feel and what they think and what they see on their own. I never felt the need of going into or invading in anybody's privacy in order to prove anything or do anything to nobody, because I would never want nobody to do it to me. But it didn't stop people from doing it to me, you know what I'm saying? But again, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I see retreat here, but I feel like these people never plan on retreating. Like I woke up this morning and I was just thinking like, you know what, people, I mean, these people are all in this energy of like wanting to tear my head off or rip me apart or like leave me down or kick me while I'm down. But I'm just like thinking like the table being prepared, right? And then it's just like this morning, I'm like, you know what, they all in this energy or whatever. But I wonder who's still going to be trying to appear in and see what the hell I'm doing. You know, and then that's just the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just the energy. It's just like non-stop. That's what it feels like to me. But again, what can you expect? And how can you let that bother you? The only thing that's a shock and surprise to me is that I didn't know, right? Because there was no growth on my personal platforms. I didn't know for sure if other people were actually having access to me or my information. But I can sense it. It's like really dealing with those sensors. It's like that. Boundaries and blockages and not just being so free. Like I'm just here and this is the work I'm, you know, but like actually trying to figure out again with possible inner alchemy of how to protect myself, to strengthen that something around me, you know? And not be so naive about the fact that people really do crazy stuff. Like it really gets done. So I think that that's just that. Okay, we got the Two of Cups, and I think I was going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards that I think are pertaining to this energy that I'm sensing. Okay, Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay. I love these cards. She's in there. She got her little mask, her masquerade, bird beak, bird face kind of energy. And she's sitting on top of this crow. It's probably the crow that sit there it's these cards that have been sitting there watching her. I'm going to have to find it. Yeah, the Crown of Thorns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. The one with the crow, with the eye in the middle of it. Again, this is like the only thing. You know, I be thinking to myself like, ooh, look at this eye right here, the Magician. Look at that eye sitting over her. But it look like she like, what is some wolves, beheaded wolves? Oh, that's what it looked like. It should look, I mean, it did look like somewhere like a graveyard or something. You know, like the metal gates or whatever. Oh my goodness, I love these cards. I love the imagery. And that's what I do. That's what I use the cards for, actually, you know. especially just like the regular tarot. Where you at? Okay. So again, that's just what I feel. Here it is. The moon. Ooh. This is exactly who I sense what it is. The moon card. Look at that eye in the moon just sitting there looking. Again, this is some kind of surveillance, but also the sun is there. The sun is there. It's like engulfed in this energy. You got the bird or the fowl of the air energy around it, and then you got, that eye there. And I wouldn't call it an all-seeing eye. I just call it like, again, it could possibly be the darker side of the all-seeing eye. And then, I feel like the sun might be the lighter side of the all-seeing eye. But I feel like the moon has just had a lot of more privilege and some kind of ranking over. And I don't think that, I think it's by design. Again, that's that Islamic or Muslim energy that I sense. Could be. And that's why, again, I was kept out of the loop about everything, right? While the whole world, conspired. So, again, but that's that Satan energy that deceived the whole world, period. That's just how I see it. Because then the girl in the world card is oblivious almost to what's going on around the world. She just know that they're watching. And the only thing she can do is just use her 2 wands to be able to do whatever she has to do. Again, I just look at those wands as a father connection, and then a connection of like a consort or whatever in the celestial or in another dimension or in another way. But I do think that, again, it's just my opinion that it was supposed to be something in the 3D. But again, it doesn't have to be, I will never be forcing anybody to do something. Could you imagine trying to force somebody or manipulate somebody to be with you or do something? But matter of fact, and that's the funny thing, because again, be true to yourself. It's like people really see what it is. People really see that I'm really not like that, and that I don't really, you should not have to either once you know yourself to a certain extent, beg or manipulate. I don't know. I just don't like manipulation. Unless we talking about some cute stuff that you do with your man, at home, whatever you do behind closed doors, other than that, it just don't work. Then I gotta sit there and be looking at you like, oh, did you really wanna, why you want, sleeping with one eye open and shit, wonder if you, no thank you. That's why I can't chase it. And I feel like, again, when it comes to real, divine feminine energy, the reason that these people are coming is not because of your looks. It's not because of how much money you got. It's not because of how straight your teeth are. It's not because, how many Birkin bags you have. No. And that's the thing that the world is going to have to see. It's not about how even psychic you are. It's not about it's more about, I don't know, to me, that journey of, bust out of your cocoon. It's more of that spiritual essence. And, and I think that a lot of these things that were meant to break me down, they just built character and made me a little bit stronger. So, I don't know. It's just the nature of the thing. If that's the case, then there's going to be a lot of suitors because, again, there's something about you. Just fortunately, that's what it is. But it's just unfortunate that, again, those girls sit up in the corner like nobody want her. And, the other girls, whatever. So, again, it's kind of like premonition. It's kind of like the twin flame. If we talk about twin flame, it's kind of like you would have to be balanced out with that energy. That's the reason why I resonate and why I am bringing forth or saying these quotes, these words, and putting them together in that way, in that light. Maybe it was, again, that part of the divine, that part of my twin flame could foresee something possibly. I don't know. And so that was left behind was, again, some type of breadcrumbs of substance that would help make that connection between the heavens and the earth, as above, so below. Because now maybe I didn't know that energy was there all the time. It just woke me up to it this past year and a half or two. But again, I may have been connected or mounted or sired or something by this energy a long, long time ago. So again, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. Hell, sometimes I look at it as if, I'm really dealing with the energy that I was with. You know what I'm saying? And it's just his higher self. Like I had to go through, I had to do this stuff on my own. You know what I'm saying? To try to figure this out. I'm like, dang, you look like, and damn, what you just said, why are you saying that? Or certain times of the day, or again, maybe if somebody, have a drink or something and they start talking, they're saying stuff and it's kind of hitting you different. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, why would you say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, it was a lot. It still is a lot, for me to process, I feel. But I feel like, again, that nobody can like break that because I've lived that. Nobody can take that. I've lived that. And there's some reason, that connection between that and that. Whether things have changed or not, it's that will be always remain the same. It's like that still mind energy. And not even in no kind of way. It's just like, oh, people think they so funny and crafty. Okay, you'll get whatever possibly in the physical. But again, other things will never change. So, and how it's going to play out in the end is how it's going to play out. And that's why I don't never try to, you know what I'm saying? It is this is the way we're going. Okay, I'm cool. This is the way we're going. All right, I'm cool. I could work with whatever it is. But again, I refuse to share. Same way my energy in that way cannot be shared at the same time. Circumstances may be different, but yeah. So so again, Judah then sent a messenger to her saying, I wish to be with thee. And she said unto him, what wilt thou give me for my hire? And he said unto her, I will send to thee in the morning early a lamb. She said unto him, give me a token until thou givest me the lamb. Judah then gave her his staff and his ring and the close-fitting cap that was under his outer garment. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm hearing like some kind of specimen or something. Close fitting cap. I mean, you do the math. I don't know. After he had slept with her, she took the things and departed unto her house. When he sent the lamb unto her early in the morning, and his servants inquired, saying, where is the house of the harlot? It was said unto them, there is no harlot in our town. So they returned to their city and told him that there was no harlot in town. And Judah said, leave it. The will of God will be done. I wonder if this has something to do with a smash and grab. Again, this is a universal message. Past, present, and future. I feel like it would resonate or it can be up for debate. I don't know. When Tamar conceived and they told her father-in-law this, he went and took the elders of Israel to the father of Tamar, and said unto him, bring to me thy daughter Tamar, who hath conceived, that we may stone her with stones, even as Moses commanded, for she hath brought reproach upon the house of Israel. So again, this is Moses energy here. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like, again, I don't know why I've been, again, like I said, my daughters are, older and dispersed or whatever. But I don't know why I've been feeling like I need to keep them closer or something closer. Or I was even talking to my older daughter that stopped by yesterday and said, when this this started or whatever, how it kind of like really shattered the family dynamic, because we were all like here, right, under one roof. But I knew that, again, at the same time as they were being dispersed, I knew that it was a reason for that. I knew that it was some kind of energy sent here because we were too powerful. We were just too strong, you know what I'm saying, of a force in this house because of the way that I've raised them, that I'm proud that I raised them. And it's just like, I don't know, like right now it's something like somebody coming for your children, you know what I'm saying? And that's like deadly right there. That's like, like, motherfucker, you better be hiding. And that's how I feel. You better be. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, again, some of these energies try to, you know what I'm saying, pin daughter against mother, or mother against daughter when it comes to masculine energies or whatever. But it's just like, when I sense that, I'm just like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just that kind of energy. And I feel like, again, using the daughter is probably why they thought that they would be able to leave me out in the cold with the devil energy. Because I'm aware that some kind of darkness or a form of darkness is what sent one of these masculines in, if not both or all. But again, it doesn't change the fact that this is I've been here for this story. It's my story. So this is why I can tell it, and I feel like nobody else can tell it. I don't see nobody else doing it, again, even though I don't see every single person the way that I'm going to be able to tell it. Just like I will never be able to tell your story the way that you'll be able to tell it. It's just as simple as that. And I should be able to be standing strong and firm in what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And as long as somebody coming at me straight and correct, you'll get an answer. If you coming at me crooked and whack, or if you coming at me like under the guise of talking to somebody else, I'm not even going to even pay attention to you anymore. I read between the headlines because of what source wants me to read between the headlines. I don't read between the headlines all the time what man want me to do. It don't happen that way. I don't waste my energy on that. You figure it out. When you want to come correct, you want to talk directly to me and use my name, my first and last name, and make it a public affair, then we could be doing business. Until then, I won't be trusting no fucking body. I won't be going with nobody. I won't be meeting nobody. I won't be doing none of that. And again, they know they can't really come get me like that. So, again, remember, this moon has something to do with that government energy, especially New York. What's the mayor? That energy got something to do with that. This energy got something to do with that. This got something to do with, again, I know what the fuck they did to my grandbaby. Yeah, state of Wisconsin too, through the courts. I know what you did. I know what you did last summer, or whatever the fuck it was. I know what you did. Yeah. Nothing. No, I'm doing something. I know. Oh, and it just so happens that the father also has that surname that's on those 4 coat of arms that we shared a couple months back. I know what they did. Crafty counsel. And I know that the moon was behind it. I'm not really sure if Georgia was behind it. I'm not sure if Alodia was behind it. But I was accusing them of possibly, again, not accusing, but again, some visions that I saw. It's not my fault that I seen them that way. You dig what I'm saying? So again, if these people don't want to be involved with me, is because, again, they can't. They can't, because what they do is different than what I do. That's that energy. She started it. She started it. And then disappeared off the scene to a certain extent. It's Rahab energy. I'm just telling you. I was just reading a little bit about the Rahab energy in here. It's the Rahab energy. Somebody sent somebody over the fence to come and try to pry and do things in my business or whatever. And they end up losing, you know what I'm saying, whatever that was that would have been dear to them. That they might have the vassal back, but they'll never have the full man back because part of it or them is left where it was supposed to be in the first place. Without using magic. Just a natural pull. Pull. So again, there's a difference between pulling niggas and pulling. I'm just saying. People don't like my, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's just so like kind of cavalier. It's kind of callous. But it's just kind of like, it is how I feel. Like, I don't feel like I'm all that. I don't feel like I'm more important. I don't feel like my life is more deserving than anybody else's. I just feel like, oh, it's a whole lot of motherfuckers that don't like me. And oh, well. So I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to just be me in front of everybody. And that's just it. And just because it's that type of attitude and that's the way that this is a part of me. When I want to execute something and end something. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just that. It's just that. And I mean, anybody could tell me if I'm lying, but they can't because they know what's true. And that's why they still watching. They have gifts of their own, but they want yours or mine too. It's just what it is. All right. So after he left, and slept with somebody and she took the things and departed unto her house. All right. Yeah. And so it says here that when Tamar conceived and they told her father-in-law this, he went and took the elders of Israel, bring me to thy daughter Tamar, who hath conceived, that we may stone her with stones. So again, I feel like this kind of thing, alleged thing, could be going on because my daughter has been having, some kind of issue with her landlord, one of them. And again, I wonder if this might be something, she almost feels like it may be stalker-ish. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot more people. There's people, principalities, rulers in dark places, in small towns, in big towns. You know what I'm saying? It's just big things. People, you don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I don't even realize. I hate even thinking on the level of how big this is and how many people might have access to my information, my whereabouts, and, me. It's kind of scary, actually, when you think about it. Okay. So again, like the stoning. So maybe that's what I felt the other day. I felt like, it was some, I don't know, like the Eight of Swords coming, but it wasn't necessarily for me. It just was like kind of like diverted. It was like you coming. It was just a feeling, man, like somebody coming for my daughter, but they never want me to know that they coming for my daughter. And these people are just weirdos because they just hide in the dark, in the background. You know what I'm saying? As if they're not paying attention, dude. It is creepy. When it was reported to Tamar that her father-in-law spoke thus, she brought out the staff and the ring and the cap and gave them to her father and said unto the elders of Israel, the owner of these things has seduced me. Let them stone me with him, with stones. This is making me think about, oh my goodness, crafty counsel. I just said, I'm going to just tell y'all and keep it all the way 100 and real, because this is just what this is. I believe in possession. I believe in energy transfer. And that's why I have not been doing or being that close to nobody or intimate with nobody. I can't. Because this is making me think of something that has something to do with some people. This is crazy. And the only reason why I could, because it feels like everybody, even family and friends, is in on this against me or holding something from me. So what is it then? Why do I feel like something about some evidence or something? Creepy stuff, man. Like it's like one of those like sexual intercourse or something like that could be also like mixing of the minds or people like-mindedly like going in and conspiring. It always gives me that energy too, like an intimacy of like some kind of closeness that's built or some bond built between malice or some kind of energy. So like lately when I be looking at people, I'm just thinking like, ugh, why your energy feel like that? I got to be asking questions or whatever, especially when it comes to children and young adults. And it's just like, what's going on right here? Why it seem like people doing like stuff behind my back? Why it seem like people conspiring? Why it seem like even maybe the people in the house? Like this is just like really, I know I hear it outwardly or the energy coming in, but it's just like, oh, okay. So again, like it's just like nowhere, but it's not because of me being a negative person or anything. It's because I am that light. And people are, they feel like if they get rid of me, they can get rid of the way they might feel, their attraction or their something to wanting to be curious or whatever. But at the same time, I think it's devastation. Because again, source know me. But it's almost like a baby energy here. Like not a baby, but like a young man energy. Um Connected to this. Or maybe it got something to do with the baby. Hmm. That's what I call my grandbaby, the baby. Hmm. So again, this stoning it could be like a public display of humiliation for somebody. And so maybe that's why I felt some kind of way about speaking up about women and children. And it was when that storm happened. So I feel like again, this is yeah, this might have something to do with that type of energy that's been around. Some old jealous woman coming at possibly again one of my cousins. It's somebody that's connected somewhere, but a younger girl, and possibly they wanted me to go like that with that energy. But I'm just like I'm very studious, I think, and I ain't down for it. Like I know who like I feel like again in that I just again it's just that whatever it's just that this is that. When Judah saw his possessions, he recognized them and he said, Tamar is more righteous than I. Then he left and came to his house, and Tamar brought forth twins, two nations. So again, this may mean, but I feel like again, this is why I kept seeing this image or this vision of somebody taking somebody's grapes off the vine at too early or at certain, and it made me think about the abortion thing, the act or whatever when it comes to Texas. It's almost like something is coming from there that's not really like Lilith energy, like the first wife of Adam. And I don't think that she was. Well, she could have been. They called her woman, right, before Eve. So again, that could have been Lilith energy, and Lilith could be again being evil, again using this evil eye in order to assassinate children. We do know that those children on those planes, for some reason, that it always stick out. Source keep having me repeat it over and over again that those children were taken from Texas into New York. So it just makes me wonder when I know that I feel like around that time something happened with my grandchild that had something to do with the courts. And then I come to find out that there's Como, and then there's also his brother that might be having some accusations. So again, it is what it is. I see stuff as it comes. I don't just go into a subject and say I want to know about it. Well, I guess I can, but it's usually some kind of inner sense, some kind of sixth sense that sends me there, right? So my it comes in as it pleases. I can't force something. I can't force, like that. It just comes. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, this could be past even. This could be past energy. Perez and Zara. You know what I'm saying? Again, I do have twins. This could be past. This could be my auntie that had, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything, but it's just resonating really heavy. It could be something new. Somebody might just got pregnant. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing here. Persia was founded in the name of Perez, and he ruled over it, and his seed after him, and they were called Persians. So again, maybe this is even a battle of because again, even with the two twins or whatever, they've never really been really close, but they've never hated each other, but like that, you know. Um, but I could always tell it was two nations, kind of like energy, huh? Behold, prove the king is the I don't know. Okay, the king of Persia. Hmm. All right, let's see. Okay, maybe this is yeah, identifying which one is actually, it could be the king, right now in this day and age or whenever it was, like I said, this could be a feminine energy, with a masculine energy, or a feminine with a masculine spirit. So again, this I feel like again this has moved from a situation. Um, I think it has moved from a situation from, and what I think it was in the whole way. I was just that head to get somebody into the family. So, right, where all the pretty girls are sleeping. So, even this immaculate conception energy that's in his book, where it said in the Keeper Nagas, where it said that again somebody had gotten pregnant, a young girl, but they were saying that it was done some kind of way, but it wasn't done that way. It was done basically, what I was reading was seeming like it was surrogate energy, like a seed was transferred from one womb or from one, to another or something like that, is what it was making me think. But I feel like, yeah, this is something that's going on between the two, those twins energy. Again, I feel like, again, we have these ties and how we got here, but there's a celestial, there's something else behind that when it comes to bloodlines and lineages. It's something else behind that. I feel like, again, that's what I see. The two wands represent two nations to me. And again, one looked like me and one looked like him to a certain extent. So, but they both look like him. So it's just like, what the hell is going on? Because we are talking energy here. Concerning the king of Moab. King of Moab is also of the seed of Shem. For when God made Abraham to depart from his father's country, okay, into the land of Haran. I don't know if this is talking about like Africa, possibly, south, whatever, something south. He made Lot to pass over. He made Lot. Okay, now Lot, okay, might represent, okay, into the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, then he sent his angel Michael and Gabriel to bring out Lot and to burn up the cities. of Sodom and Gomorrah, and they destroyed them and brought out Lot with his children. So again, the chariot. You know, it's making me think about the storms here. Because I feel like it's not just, oh, so that's maybe why I felt like the Russia energy and the China energy and all those energies. Lebanon. Okay, maybe these people was conspiring to war against God. The telecommunication stuff that they probably have in that area of southern Illinois that could be destroyed. Again, to build a Tower of Babel, so they destroyed it. Okay? So again, this is very complex, going in many different directions like this. This is like a force. This is a force. This make me think again. Haran. It's making me think harp. Like somebody was on the run, or somebody was, you know, on the move or something. And they want to make it seem like, again, COVID, the fault of like everything else, and COVID is just the breath of God. And I think it just connects to the Sekhmet energy, which is a healer. Also, she's a destroyer, but she's a healer. Also, Kali energy. But they wanted to try to play it like that's what it is, when it's really maybe harp. And they want to make it seem like, oh, it's this dragon, this thing. You know, again, domestic terrorists that's terrorizing people. But they don't know that, again. No, they do know. That they're keeping the real twins separate. And for whatever reasons, some other vanity or something. When whatever it is, that connection was supposed to be, you know, a complete something. It was just supposed to be like magical. And, you know, a lot of these people know that they would not be able to continue to do these rotten things. And that's why they are conspiring. And that's why they're in the ear of the masculine. But with intuition and the way that I see, they can't do that to me. They might could do that to the masculine, but they can't do it to me. And that's why, that's the only reason of, you know, or one of the reasons why I felt it was important to be closer to the masculine, because it is like a defense mechanism for both of us. It's a very protective, like, again, serpent on the head of her father. So that way I can't, you know, use, again, that guiding light when it comes to the sun card in order to, you know what I'm saying, be able to be that protector or whatever. Not physically, but to be able to, you know, say what's coming. And they know that. That's why we're trying to hurry up and get him possibly into some kind of other arrangement. And downplay their defeat, because they'll never be able to take whatever it is away from me. Because they didn't give it to me. So it says the wrath of God had come down on the city of Sodom as a rain of fire from heaven. Again, we just talked about this in the Bible. We just talked about this in the Bible. Now, is it the rain from heaven like that? A mental something? Or, you know what I'm saying? Is this the heavens we talking about in the wannabe heavens of the government or in this infrastructure and things like this? They can keep ignoring like they don't hear what I said, where all this shit stem from. It stem right from that stinking energy that's rotten to the core, is why the whole thing is sick. It's not the police. It's not the, you know, it's not the actual teachers. It's not the people. It's not the, no, stop taking that blame and putting it on yourself and realize it for what it is. It's the whole damn construct. It's the whole infrastructure. It's the whole thing. And until we put the pressure on them and stop talking about race and back and forth and shit like that, that it is never going to change. You got to go to the root of the thing. I don't waste my time doing nothing but going to the root of things so I can execute the shit, period. Anything other than that is play, and it's a waste of time. So people getting paid to play. People getting paid with your tax money that's going up to play with you and not never really do anything but give you the perception that something is being done. When really they're just big mass media is turned into a big old gossip column. Nothing's really being handled or taken care of. Nothing's being reported on. Nobody's really on the scene. Yeah. So again, they'll try to like say, oh, it's like a jealous, evil, other kind of energy or something that's going around and doing this and killing, but it's not. She is the one that was warning. I am the one, that Esther energy, the truth or Ruth energy, the ether or Esther energy that's trying to let you know what it was and what it is. But they want you to trust in science. They've already drilled that into your head over and over again. You don't trust in me either. Trust in yourself. I'm just saying it's another way we can look at it. And it seems to make a lot more sense than what these people are saying. Yeah. I'm hearing set rain, fire to the rain. Okay. It says, which burned up mountains and hills and stones and earth. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about this. I also think it's talking about, like, again, eliminating people's third eye, pineal energy, when it's talking about stones, right? Yeah, when it's talking about earth, possibly indigenous or, again, old blood, again, mountain and hill. So, again, this is like people that are building like nest eggs, right? Or we're talking about laying bricks here. So again, anything that was being laid, some foundation or something like that. Unfortunately, it's just like whatever until it's just going to be like that. It was one simple thing that we could have did. It was just one simple thing. But, you know, on fire. And she knows she can fly away. And lightnings and and peals of thunder came down, mingled with crashing sound of the wrath of God. And a cloud of fire made the heat to emit smoke. Okay, so again, this is making me think about the hold on. I don't know why I just don't just keep this deck. I just need to keep it on this table at all times. I think this is it. No, this is not it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I already know it's like my favorite. So, yeah. So again, I guess that's why I noticed. Look, the Page of Swords is being eaten up by these birds. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this one when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, I think. Oh, yeah, there's that smoke there. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Where are you? Y'all, it just be weird. I can't even, like, I'm supposed to go get, me and my daughter were supposed to get our nails done the other day. I couldn't even go because, I don't know, I just been tired. Like, I just got a headache today, too. I think, again, I feel like, again, somebody been trying to tamper with evidence, again, possibly mental. And I'm just thinking, sit your ass down. It's like, leave me alone. That's what they want me to be like. Leave me alone. Somebody want me to be like slow or like lose my mind or something. It's just like every time they just dipping and dabbing, source is just replenishing. Again, ain't nobody about to die. You know what I'm saying? You recover. You recover over from lovers. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Lovers or whatever it would be. I like what I'm doing, so whatever. I guess it feels like I'm not even really working. So again, faith is here. Loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. Take big, deep breaths and know this is right. It is what it is at the end of the day. Creativity. There are ways of dealing with this situation without giving away your power. Think of creative methods in which you can be heard and maintain your dignity at the end of the day. Confident. You confuse confidence with ego. There is no shame in confidence. It's about knowing who you are and what you want, and most importantly, having the courage to stand in your own power, with or without finances, with or without a man, with or without friends, with or without supporters, with or without suitors, with or without whatever the fuck it is. At the end of the day, that's gonna be me until the day I motherfucking die. Again, and that's what I'm saying. These people want to like act like something. Well, maybe when you start to again predict these things and they're happening, and you can talk about it in your daily life as if you're walking in that, then you can talk about it. But until you are, then you probably should just not. You probably should just not. I know that they're conspiring against me. I know they can't stand me for being me, even though I allow them to be them. And I don't judge them. I don't hold grudges every time. You know? For what? I'll be right back.